So, anywho, let's go ahead and get started by getting centered. Please sit nice and tall and pull the shoulders up towards your ears. Take them back behind you and drop them down. And take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And if that felt good, do it again. Cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Third time's a charm. Inhale, exhale. And feeling yourself relax a bit. Letting go of the effort around your breath, but still aware of it, the movement of your breath in your body, the sensation in the nose and the throat, the lungs. And just be aware that each inhalation is nourishing your body, and each exhalation is relieving your body, bringing in that which serves you and letting go of that which no longer serves you. Inhale, you are here. Exhale, you have arrived. This call to the breath. And as you are called toward the breath, you might notice thoughts and feelings pulling you away from that awareness. And there might even be good reasons for that. But for this practice, this container we're in right now, you don't have to worry about anything else. And so you can let go of those thoughts, at least for this moment. Anything that needs to be handled will be handled, just not right now. Inhale and exhale. And what you may notice, and this may or may not be true, but what you may notice after a few minutes of this practice is that the mind isn't so keen on slipping away anymore. At least it doesn't feel as urgent. There's an acceptance that we are focusing on the breath. So just notice if that's starting to be true for you, and it's okay if it isn't. Keep practicing for just a little bit longer. And then with your next inhale, take a deeper, fuller breath. Bring the palms together and lower the chin, honoring yourself as you are in this moment, body, breath, energy, and mind. And it's from this place within you that we'll practice tonight. Go ahead with the palms together and taking the heated palms over your eyes and brushing over the top of your head and down your neck, bringing yourself on back. Good. So staying seated, go ahead and extend your legs out in front of you. If you're on a prop, you might want to come down for this. And we're just going to patter the backs of the legs against the floor for a moment, just helping to stimulate circulation and blood flow to the legs and to the feet. And we're breathing, we're sitting nice and tall, feeling the chest lift with you. And then windshield wiper the feet from side to side, side to side, side to side, loose all the way up into the hip socket. And then patter again, patter, 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 patter. Good, and relax. Now we did all that because I'm going to ask you to come back to cross legs. So if you want to sit on a blanket or two, you can for this. And if at the end of the day, sitting cross-legged like this just does not work for you, you can do this with the legs straight forward. Okay, so take care of yourself. The idea is you want to sit up as tall as you can. Cool, cool. I'll go ahead and face you again. All right, so sitting nice and tall, go ahead and lift your arms overhead. And with your exhale, take your right arm forward, take your left arm back and twist. Inhale, unwind, lift the arms up, and then exhale, go the other way. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, twisting. Good. Keep going. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Now that we have the movement in the body, we're kind of used to this now. We're going to pick up the pace. So notice how quickly you're going now and go twice as fast. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Warming up the shoulders, building some energy and some heat in the body. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're going to keep going for just a little bit longer. If you want, you can go even faster. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Your arms are probably feeling heavy. That's okay. Keep going another 20 seconds. It's going to be a long 20 seconds, so just go with it. 3, 2, and 1. Lift the arms up, inhale. And exhale, release. Whew. Feel sensation, your breath rate, your heart rate. Good. Switching your legs to the non-habitual cross. So noticing how they're crossed now and just bringing the opposite leg forward. If both legs are forward, just stay where you're at. We're going to take a deep breath in, hands on the knees. With the exhale, you're going to start to fold forward, but don't round the back. You're going to keep the back nice and flat. You might be able to bring your hands onto the floor in front of you and start to fold over the legs. Some of you might even be able to start to reach the arms forward, but don't push it. We're just getting warmed up here. Go ahead and inhale, come on back up. And let's come on to our backs, please. Coming to lay down. And take your time getting there, but once you're on your back, go ahead and prep for bridge pose. Feet flat on the floor, knees bending, and the feet are about hip width apart. Good. Be aware of your arms. I'm sure they're kind of burning still, but it's all good. It's all good. It's good. It's a good sore. With your next inhale, please lift your hands toward the ceiling, and then all the way overhead, knuckles on the floor above you. And as you bring the arms back down, you're going to inhale as you bring the arms back down and press the hips up. So arms come down, hips go up. Good. Then release the hips down, lift the arms back overhead. So we're doing this a different way than we normally do. Good. Inhale, lift the hips, bring the arms down. And then exhale, release the hips down, arms go back overhead. I know it's a little tricky. Inhale, press the hips up, arms come down. And then exhale, hips go down, arms go up. So just moving in opposite directions here, warming up the spine, the shoulders, the glutes. A couple more times. Good. Then go ahead and press up into bridge pose. Hips go up, arms come down, and stay up. And breathe for just a few rounds here. Deep breath in. And exhale, release the hips on down. Good. Go ahead and hug the knees into your chest. Might feel good to rock on the spine a little bit here. And then keeping the knees drawn in, you're going to take your arms down by your sides and tuck your hands underneath your hips. Good. You're just tucking the hands under the hips a little bit. You're not sitting on your hands. They're just there to help stabilize the lower back because you'll see why. Go ahead and extend the legs toward the ceiling. And then exhale, bend them back in. We're going to do that a couple of times just to warm up the hamstrings. Inhale, extend the legs up, reach to the heels, pull the toes back, and then bringing the knees back in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. A couple more times. Good. We're going to take this a step further. Go ahead and extend the legs toward the ceiling. Try to keep your lower back cemented to the floor. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, take your right leg forward about 4 inches off the floor. And then inhale, lift the right leg back up. Exhale, take the left leg forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right leg. And lift, left leg. Inhale, lift. Keep going. Right leg. And up. Left leg. And up. Right. Up. Left. Up. Right leg. Lift. Left leg. Lift. Right leg. Stay this time. Extending through the heels. Right foot hovering off the floor about 4 inches. Cementing your lower back to the floor. Stay for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, take the left leg forward and stay. Don't think about it, just do it before you can talk yourself out of it. Left heel is hovering off the ground. Don't clench your teeth. Cement the lower back. 3, 2, and 1. Lift the left leg up and exhale, knees to chest. You can hug them in if you need to. Ooh, feeling that energy at the core. And why not? We'll continue to build on that a little bit tonight. So keep the knees drawn in for a moment and tuck the hands underneath your hips again for some stability. And then extend the legs toward the ceiling. All right, here. Just do your best with this one, okay? So extending through the heels as best you can. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, take your legs halfway forward, so about 45 degrees. Then inhale, lift them back up. Exhale, take your legs almost all the way forward, hovering off the ground a few inches. And then inhale all the way back up. Good. Exhale, do that again. Take the legs almost all the way forward. Then inhale, bring them halfway up, that 45-degree mark. Good. Then bring them down again and lift them all the way back up again. Okay, I know we love this one. Try to keep the lower back grounded. Halfway forward, please. Inhale back up. All the way forward, meaning hovering off the ground a few inches. Inhale back up. Again, back to that forward point. Inhale halfway up. Exhale forward. Inhale all the way up. We're going to do one more time through that flow. So halfway. And lift. All the way. And lift. All the way. Halfway. All the way forward. And then all the way up. Good job. Knees to chest. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Just a little core work for our Wednesday evening. All right. When you're ready, please roll gently to your right side. Let's come up to hands and knees. Table pose. Good. Take your time getting there, hands under the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. And then curl the toes under and let's extend into downward dog. Good. So in downward facing dog, let the knees be bending slightly here and shoot the hips toward the ceiling, flattening out the back. And then after just a couple of breaths, you can start to walk the dog out if you'd like to, extending one heel to the floor, bending the opposite knee, pedaling the feet here. Breathing deeply. And then inhale, float down onto hands and knees. Look forward. Release the feet. Exhale, child's pose. Stay for a breath or two. Inhale up to hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, please flow forward into plank pose, straight line push-up position. And then exhale, pull back into downward facing dog. Again, inhale into plank. Exhale, pulling back. Plank pose, inhale. Exhale, pulling back. Plank and back. Good. Coming into plank pose. With your exhale, bend your elbows in towards your waist and plank yourself to the floor. You could also do knees down if you'd like to. Good. So hands are underneath the shoulders, pelvis grounding toward the floor. With your next inhale, lift your head, chest, and legs, locust pose. Exhale, release down. Let's do that again. Roll the shoulders down the back, lift the head, chest, and legs, squeeze your elbows in toward your sides. And exhale, floating down. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, releasing down. Curl the toes under. 2 options. You can push up the hands and knees to down dog, or you can lift the knees first and plank straight up and back to downward facing dog. Pick your practice. Good. So once you're in down dog, go ahead and lift your right leg high into the air behind you. As you lift the right leg high, let the left heel sink down. Staying for just a few breaths. Good. Bring the right foot back down. Go ahead and lift the left foot high. Let the right heel sink toward the floor, spreading the feet in opposite directions. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then bring the foot on down. Inhale into plank pose or knees down. Exhale, plank to the earth. Good. Hands over the shoulders, release the feet. Ground the pelvis. Inhale, head, chest, and legs lift. And exhale, release. Curl the toes under. Either hands and knees to down dog or plank straight up and back. Good. Please lift your right leg into the air again. Actually, bring the foot down for a second and float down onto hands and knees. I actually don't want to demonstrate this just so that my instructions make sense. So look toward me for a moment. In a moment, you'll come back into what I was just saying. Right leg lifting. And from here, I want you to come into plank pose with one foot. The right leg is extending straight back, and then we'll pull back. And we'll do this about 3 or 4 times, and then we'll switch into the other side. All right? Fun, right? So go ahead and come back into down dog. Lift the right leg high, let the left heel sink. Good. We're gonna come into that one-legged plank. So inhale, come forward. Exhale, push back, raising the right leg high. Inhale forward. Exhale, push back. 2 more times. Inhale. Again, push back, squeeze up that right leg. 1 more time. Inhale forward. Exhale, pushing back, bring the right foot down. Plank pose or knees down. Exhale, plank to the earth. Grounding the pelvis, lift the head, chest, and legs. Exhale, release. Pushing up and back, downward facing dog. All right, let's do the other side. Left leg lifts, right heel sinks. Take a deep breath in and out. And then inhale into plank, one leg plank. Exhale, push back, lift the left leg. Inhale forward. Exhale, push back. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And push back. Bring the foot down. Floating down to hands and knees, please. Exhale. Child's pose. You earned it. Take a deep breath. Good. With your next inhale, up to hands and knees, please. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just as a transition, you're going to carefully walk your hands back to meet your feet, coming into our standing forward fold, and stay here for a moment. Knees are bending slightly and draping the upper body over the legs. All right, with your next inhale, bend your knees a bit more and roll yourself all the way up to standing. Good morning. All right, nice and warmed up today. Feel free to take a drink of water if you need some. Okay, so I'd like you to come into a wide leg stance now, all right? And we're gonna turn the toes outward about 45 degrees. Let's have the hands on the hips to start. And it's good to note here as we kind of come into these squats, we want to try to keep the spine lifting. So think about the heart kind of being pulled toward the ceiling as you sink down. All right, deep breath in. Exhale, bend your knees toward the toes, sinking down, and then go ahead and come back up. Exhale, sinking down. Then inhale back up. Exhale, sink and lift. A few more times. And lift. Keeping the chest lifting. We're almost done. And then sink down into the pose. And take your arms out to the sides and bend the elbows, cactus arms. And now we're in goddess pose. Keep the hips sinking, keep the heart lifting. Breathe, breathe, breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach up, straighten the legs. Now turn the feet to point directly forward. If anything, you're pigeon toeing. And then exhale, swan dive, fold over wide legs. Feeling the stretch in the backs of the legs, the lower back. Good. Now in this forward fold, please interlace your fingers at your lower back and squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift the arms off the back. It's good to remember here the knees are not locked. Keep them just slightly, slightly, slightly bent. And breathe. And then staying in the forward fold, release the arms, hands to the floor. Hands or fingertips on the ground, or maybe even the shins. Come halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold down. Do that again, inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. One more time. And exhale, fold down. Sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up, strong back inhale. And release the arms. Good. Go ahead and step the feet together. So something we haven't done in this class in a little while, at least I don't remember, I definitely have a fallible memory, is balancing, or at least spending a lot of time with it. So with that said, let's practice. You're going to start by stacking your feet underneath your hips. And you want to find your ground. And there's several ways to do that. Some people like to think about roots shooting out of the feet into the ground. Like that could have a really stabilizing effect. Other people like to kind of find out where their balance is. So I like to sway from side to side and figure out where that even point is between both feet. And then just gently sway forward and back, not too far, and find out what that center point is as well. So those are just two options for you, okay? So you're going to shift the weight into your left foot, that center right there. Again, roots shooting down into the earth. Hands can be on the hips, and you want to focus your eyes to a single non-moving point. If you start looking around, you'll fall, like guaranteed. So once you have that focus, go ahead and lift the right knee up. It's okay if it's not as high as mine. If it's even hovering off the ground a few inches, you're doing well. But think about the heart lifting, and there's even like a pulling up from the pelvic floor here as well. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good, and then place the right foot back down, shift the weight to center. And then when you're ready, shift the weight over into your right foot and we'll repeat the practice. So focusing the eyes. Once you feel nice and focused, go ahead and lift the left knee up as high as it'll go today. Breathing here. You may notice as we do the second side that one side's easier or harder than the other. That's totally normal. Good. Go ahead and place the left foot down, come back to center. All right, we're going to build on this. Go ahead and shift into the left foot. Focus the eyes, lift the right knee. Take the knee out to the side and place the foot either above or below the knee. Just don't do it on the knee joint itself, okay? You can even reach down and hold on to the shin if you'd like to. Just a version of tree pose. You might be able to bring one or both hands to heart. Focus the eyes and breathe. You might be able to take the arms overhead. Breathe. And if you fall out of any of these poses, it's okay. Just take your time coming back into it, moving through the same stage as you did earlier. Good. Be careful as you come down, right foot back to the floor. Shake it off if you need to. All right, side number two, go ahead and shift the weight down into your right foot. Again, there's asymmetries. One side's going to be harder. So when you're ready, go ahead and lift the left knee up. Once you're stable, take the knee out to the side and bring the foot above or below the knee joint. The foot is slippery tonight. There we go. And you might bring hands to heart. You might take arms overhead. Breathe. And then be careful as you come on down. But shake it off. We're going to keep balancing, but let's do something symmetrical for a moment. So feet underneath the hips, just fold forward. Standing forward fold. Release the head. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come back up to standing. All right. So one of my favorite exercises to do that's a balancing pose is a quad stretch, which is stretching the front of the thigh. When we sit a lot or when we just kind of don't take care of this area, it just gets really, really, really tight. And so this is something you can do not balancing. You could hold on to a chair or a wall or a piece of furniture if you want to, but it's fun to try doing it standing without the support. But by all means, if you want the support, there's walls and furniture all over the place, I'm sure. I want to show you what this is not because it gets confused sometimes in yoga spaces. This is not dancer pose. So what we're not doing, which is still fun to do sometimes, what we're not doing is this. Looks lovely. That's just not where we're going today. What we're doing instead is this. So to get here, you'll shift the weight into one leg. You'll bring the knee up. You'll find your stability. You'll bring the knee down, keep the foot tucked, and reach back with the same hand and grab the base of the toes, not the ankle, but the base of the toes. Now the pelvis is going to tuck back here. So what you're going to do is press the pelvic bone forward, draw the knee downward, and pull the heel in toward the seat. Your left hand can just be on your hip here. If you need support, you can use the left hand to hold onto a wall or furniture, okay? So if you're not there yet, if you're there, just stay. But if you're not there yet, we'll do it together. So shifting the weight into your left foot, bringing the right knee up, taking the right knee down, foot stays tucked, reach back with the right hand and grab the base of the toes. Draw the right hip bone forward, draw the right knee downward, draw the right heel in toward the hip. And just breathe, especially if that thigh is feeling tight today. If you fall, it's okay. Take your time coming back in. There's no judgment. Now it's tempting to just slingshot the foot to the floor. So just let the hip tuck back and then slowly release the right foot down. Shake it off if you need to. Now, in my experience and that of folks I have talked to, when we balance, a lot of critical negative self-talk comes into the room. And if you notice that happening for you, like, I can't do this, or like, I'm bad at this, or I'm a terrible yogi, like, that's just a story. That's not actually real. This is all practice. There's no perfection that is being sought here. So with a little pep talk, let's do the other side. Standing on your right foot. Good. Go ahead and lift the left knee up when you're ready. Draw the left knee down. Keep the foot tucked. Reach back and grab the base of the left toes, the left hand. Draw the left hip forward. Left knee down. Left heel in toward the seat. Right hand can be on the hip or it could be holding on to something. It's okay to use support if you need it here, okay? You might let that hand touch some support for a moment, then play around with not having it, or you might use it the whole time. It's okay. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Almost done. So again, don't slingshot the foot to the floor. You're gonna let the hip tuck back first, and then slowly release the left foot down, shake off the right, and then standing forward fold. And draping down over the legs, just to feel that symmetrical stretch. And with either the fingertips or hands on the floor, or you could do hands on the shins, you're gonna bend your knees deeply, and then straighten the legs again. Keep the feet flat on the floor here. Just do that again. Bend the knees deeply, And then straighten the legs, bending the knees deeply, and straighten the legs. Good. Now stay in the forward fold for a moment. All right. Inhale back up to a tall spine, I was going to say, but standing, I meant. All right, so we're not going to do a traditional sun salutation tonight. Instead, we're going to work with lunges in an isolated way. So go ahead and step to the top of your mat, whichever direction that is for you. And please step your left foot way back. You can bring your hands to the floor. Sorry, that was a weird transition. Bring the back knee down. Normally I'd lead that a little bit better. It's all good though. All right, so feel the hips sink down and forward. And your fingertips can stay on the floor. If you have yoga blocks, they could be on yoga blocks here. You could also interlace your fingers on your front thigh. Good. Breathing here. Good. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, bring your hands to the floor or blocks and straighten the right leg. Pull the toes toward you. Feel the right hip drawing back. Lengthen the back of the leg here. Good. And then go ahead and rock forward. Step the left foot forward and then step the right foot way back. Knee to the ground. See, that was a better transition. We like that one. Feel the hips sink down and forward, hands or fingertips on the floor, blocks, or again, you can interlace the fingers on the front thigh. Feel the chest lift. Some stretching for the hips here. Good. Take a deep breath in. And with your exhale, hands come down to the floor. Straighten the left leg, pull the toes forward toward you, and draw the left hip back slightly. Good. When you're ready, go ahead and rock forward and step forward. Let's take the left foot back again and do a little bit more work on the first side. So bringing the left knee down to the floor. Hands can be on blocks, the floor, or you can interlace on the thigh. Now my back foot, the toes are still curled under, and you'll see why here in a moment. So feeling the hips sink down and forward, lift the chest. When you're ready, go ahead and lift the back knee up, and then carefully bring it back down. That's the hard part. Inhale, lift the knee up, and exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, lift the knee up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. One more time, lift. And bring it down. Hands to the floor or block, straighten the right leg. You can release that back foot. Draw the toes back. You can even walk your hands back towards your body if you'd like to. Okay, some options. Just options. You don't have to do anything. You can stay right here if you'd like to. If you want to make this something else, you could curl the back toes under again and lift the back knee, straightening both legs. Your hands could be on the floor or blocks here. Blocks would make this a bit easier. But still pulling the right toes towards you regardless if the back knee is on the floor or not. Good. If the back knee is lifting, bring it down and then sink into the front knee, bending the knee for a moment. Okay, we're going to do that one more time, and then we're going to add a twist, quite literally. So straighten the right leg. And I'm just going to start with a twist, and you can add the back knee lifting if you want to. So the left hand's going to slide back underneath your shoulder, and the right arm will sweep out to the side and up, looking up. See, I told you it was a twist. Now you can stay here if you'd like to. If you want to make this something else, you can pick up the back knee and breathe. 3, 2, and 1 at the back knees lifting. Bring it down. We'll all bring the right hand down and step forward. Let's hang out in the forward fold for 3 breaths. You got to do all that on the other side. All right. Speaking of which, let's do that. Right foot steps back, knee to the ground. Good. Sinking into the front hip. All right. Again, fingertips can be on the ground or blocks. You can interlace on the front thigh. Back toes are curled under, and let's go. When you're ready, lift the back knee. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, lift. And down. Good. Bring the hands to the floor or to blocks. Straighten the left leg. Pull the toes toward you. You can walk your hands back a little bit if you'd like to. Good. Now, again, you can stay here if this is just where you want to be tonight. If you want to do something more, you can pick up the back knee. Keep pulling the left toes toward you the entire time, though. Breathing, breathing. Good. If the back knee is lifting, bring it down. We'll bend into the front knee for a moment. Yes, we will be doing the twist next. So when you're ready, go ahead and straighten the left leg again. Slide the right hand back underneath your shoulder, and then sweep the left arm out to the side and up, coming into that twist. Keep pulling the left toes toward you. And if you want to here, you can pick up the back knee. And breathe. Three, two, and 1. Left hand comes down. You can bring the back knee to the floor. And when you're ready, go ahead and step back to downward facing dog. Feeling a symmetrical stretch here for a moment. And then inhale into plank pose. And exhale, plank yourself down to the floor. All right. So we're going to come into crocodile pose next because we've been working hard and we deserve a break. So starting with the feet, take the feet as wide apart as your yoga mat and turn the inside arches down to the floor like a frog. Good. This opens up the pelvis. Then the front of the body, the top of the body, you're going to cross your arms in front of you. The chest is lifting here. And bring your hands, or sorry, your head down onto your hands. Now, this is not a face plant. The chest is not on the ground here. We're not doing this. It's fun, but it's not the pose. Instead, you'll slide the shoulders back. Feel the chest lifting and rest here, okay? So feet are about mat width apart, if not a little bit further. Inside arches resting toward the ground. Pelvis spreading into the floor. Chest is lifting as the head rests on the hands. And then you drop in here, become aware of your breath. And given the activating work we've been doing, it's likely that you're feeling the breath more into your chest. And while that's okay, I want to see if you can invite some of the breath, if not all of it, down into your belly. Might even feel counterintuitive, but that's the goal. So softening any gripping or holding or tension in the abdomen. And start to feel the movement of the breath in that space as you inhale, the belly pressing into the floor. As you exhale, the belly pulling gently away. And as we stay here in this pose and rest, I want you just to see how much you can relax the breath into the abdomen. And as you rest here, it's natural for the mind to drift away. When you notice that happening, just bring it back to the breath in the belly. And staying here for just a little bit longer. And then slowly begin to deepen your breath. And take your time to slowly bring the legs and feet closer together. And we still have just a couple more postures to do, and we'll do them on our backs. So just gently roll over. Good. And once you're here, hug your knees in. And keeping the knees drawn into your chest, you can take the arms out to the side, making a T shape with your body. You could also do cactus arms. And let your knees drop to your right. Your left shoulder and arm anchor back behind you. You can even turn your chin to the left. And you can take your right hand onto your left thigh if you'd like to. Just resting into this twist. All right, when you're ready, carefully unwind. And after a breath or so in center, we'll go to the other side, dropping the knees to the left. As the knees go to the left, ground your right shoulder and right arm. Turn your chin in that direction. And if you want to, the left hand can rest on top of the right thigh. And breathe. When you're ready, go ahead and unwind. Bring the knees back into center and hug them in. Feeling the abdomen press into the thighs as you inhale. And feeling the abdomen pull away from the thighs as you exhale. When you feel complete here, you can go ahead and extend your legs down to the floor and make any final adjustments in your body to rest comfortably here for a few minutes. Feeling the body uncross, toes flopping out to the sides. And notice where you're still sensing effort in your body. And see if you can relax that effort. And as you settle in, again, notice your breath flowing in and out, the movement of your breath in the body, feeling in the nostrils, throat, and lungs. And again, just like our centering practice at the beginning, settle into this idea that the inhale is nourishing you, and the exhale is relieving you. That with every inhale, you're bringing in that which you need, and every exhale, you're letting go of that which you do not need. Inhale, you are here. Exhale, you have arrived. Peace. 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 Please begin to take a deeper, fuller breath and make some gentle movements in your hands and feet, your arms and legs. Slowly bringing your body back. And when you feel ready, gently rolling to your right side, taking your time as you come on up to a seat. And once you're in a seat, bring your palms together and lower the chin. And honor yourself, as always, for the work that you've done here. Gratitude for the effort, for the endurance, for what you were able to do, and for what you were not able to do. May that effort and this practice continue to serve you. So until next time, namaste.